In this video I will tell you about the technological assembly with the Crete mod, in which there are 256 mods, and in it you will have to take care of the ecology or the ecology will punish you. And the link to download this build will be in the description. Let's get started. You can start with the fact that this build is hardcore. There will be no indulgences and the world is very harsh. Added a large number of new mobs, friendly and not so, as well as new bosses that meet further. A lot of work has also been done on vanilla mobs, their intelligence has been tweaked and, in general, the mechanics of fighting with them will become more difficult and interesting. But the first thing that catches your eye is the generation of the world itself. It has also undergone great changes that have affected not only this world, but also the Edge, as well as Hell. New dimensions have been added, in addition to them, and in each of these dimensions you will meet unusual buildings, large and small, which are filled with interesting loot. By the way, now it will be a little more difficult to get to the Edge, because the Eye of the Edge will not lead you to the fortress and it will only be used for crafting and it cannot be inserted into the portal. But other eyes are inserted into the portal, which need to be extracted in a more complex way. In addition, there was a change of seasons, which will affect the gameplay, because the player will become sensitive to temperature changes and in general he will have a need for water and sleep. And as for food, the answer is the same: farm with a large number of flavors that adds food from different dimensions. But you can also do more than just food here. And many. There are a lot of new animations when moving, fighting, and in general when you use some objects or eat banal sounds. A lot of work has also been done on them. Now the environment will greet you as it should be in real life, creating an appropriate atmosphere, and an echo will appear in the caves. And let's talk about the technical part of this assembly. It will consist of Krita with Danami, pneumatics crafting, Tsunami mechanism, Indus Fergoinga and Mersiva engineering. Do not forget about Lit logistics and From Dawn to Him. By the way, there is also a Eureka mod. And now let's talk about the magic part. It is represented by such mods as Bot Tanya with add-ons that go to it and Ars Novel, also with add-ons. And I have not yet named the mods for magic armor, artifacts and trinkets, and also magic weapons. I noticed that the author did not add the Tinker Contract mod, but instead put the Tetra mod, which works on a similar principle, namely, from various materials you can create new types of tools and weapons. And to store a huge number of things, you will use the storage and backpack, as well as integrated dynamics for automation. And yes, there is a good quest system here. I advise you to follow them. They will guide you through the assembly and teach you the basics. Also in this build there is an environmental pollution system depending on the player's actions. And all these pollution emissions affect the player's well-being, so they need to be dealt with. And the author promises that in the next updates he will expand the system of pollution of nature. And of course, in this assembly there is a huge number of blocks for creating decorations, and especially the Chi-Pet mod and other small mods. And that's it for me. I advise you to subscribe, because in addition to this video, there are many more interesting videos on my channel.